with the garage out there? That seems like it's in a rough shape.
First of all, I'd have to figure out how to get in it.
Yeah. There's a door on
The junk out guys are for.
Yeah.
Get it all out.
Get it all cleaned out.
full.
And then see if it's salvageable. It looks like it is, just new doors. Paint it, new roof, and it should be okay.
Yeah, I think you could put a single garage door in that space that those other doors are. So
Yeah, and I didn't even go look at that. I usually don't spend a lot of time looking at garages. I mean, half the houses I bought, I've never even gotten the garage until I actually owned it. Because, I mean, it's a garage. What's the worst that can... I mean, unless you look at it from the outside and it's leaning, it's going to be fixable and it's not going to be that expensive.
It's leaning.
It is leaning. That's what I was saying.
it is.
How much is it leaning? In garages, especially these old square ones.
Yes, it's fine.
Okay.
Drinks and
It's too dark out there and we can't go in there to see it. But typically these old garages, a lot of them have a lean to them to begin with. It's actually really cheap and easy to fix that. Just get some jacks, get it back up, and then get in there with 2x4s and square it back up. Pull the jacks out and it stays. It's bada boom, bada bang. It's fixed. Yes, sister studs is what they're called. Right. And if you ever seen them where you see the studs and then you got one running up at an angle and they're cut into the 2x, that's what they did. It leaned. They straightened it back out and then they sister studded it and they cut it into the stud. So they put the 2x4 at an angle, at like a 45 degree, or roughly about a 45 degree angle, spanning as many as they can. They don't want it straight. They want it at an angle. They mark it there. They mark the 2x4 where they got to notch it, and they notch it out so that the 2x4 will fit into it. And it's called a sister stud, and then that'll maintain the structure of the. It'll hold it up. You might have to add some more bracing in the corners and stuff like that. So whoever's going to come out and do that work, they know what they're looking at, but it's not. It's not going to cost tens of thousands. You don't have to gut it or tear it out and rebuild it. They can be straightened back up for a relatively inexpensive cost.
Like how much would you say?
If I was doing the work myself, which is what I would end up doing, like myself, or I just get a couple guys out there. I mean, what's the cost of the lumber and a day's worth of labor?
$10,000 today.
Yeah, I know shit.